We post about 400 videos per month.
Wow.
That's not like one video being posted on 5 platforms. That's 5 videos. That's 400 videos that are being edited and posted across all different platforms. When it comes to the funnel, I tell my customers, do not post more than 10% of your content being bottom of the funnel. People are just going to ignore your content because they know that you're just going to sell them. Hey there, my name is Jonathan with Leafy Link, and this is the Working Class Roundup.
Saddle up. Punch that clock. Let's ride.
This is the working class roundup. Spurs, truck, boots up, pants run. Clock in, hold on, don't fold up. We get paid, get drained, still show up. From the plant yard dust to the highway rust. Raise that cup, let's sound off. This is the working class roundup.
Yeah! Welcome to the Working Class Roundup. I'm Cowboy Jody Collins, and with me today, I have Jonathan, my marketing geek in green.
Thank you very much, Jody. I'm happy to be here, and let's get this party started.
Hey, let's get this shindig going, right?
I wouldn't say shindig.
You won't say that? All right, so this is going to be really cool, Jonathan, because a lot of people in the working class nation may not know this, but Jonathan is the producer on the show here, but he owns a business, and we want to highlight, and that's the purpose of the Working Class Roundup, is to highlight small and medium-sized business in the great state of Texas and put a spotlight on them and let them show what they're good at, what they love, what they're passionate about, what inspired them. And then on the flip side, we talk about the nightmares and the things that can happen from an insurance angle. So with that, Jonathan, hey, let's dive into this. We got to know what is, again, I'm a little bit of the light in the whiskers here, so I need to know what is it that you do and how does it help a business grow?
So my company, we prioritize on video content for social media. When I started Leafy Link in 2024, I've of course had this ambitious idea of being end all be all, turnkey, everything digital marketing firm. But what I found is it was really a good idea for me to kind of like focus on one service, and that one service being video content for social media. It's very simple, but there's a lot of saying is very simple, but the nitty gritty stuff is it's a very complex part of a business because we have to do strategy. When it comes to content strategy, we have to go do an in-depth research on not just you, but your industry, your competitors, see what's working, what's not working, and try to figure out what people are asking about your industry. And then going and kind of teaching our clients like how to respond to those inquiries, those topics. So we do a strategy list or a content strategy list that we send to our clients, and then we go out and capture that content, edit it, and then post it and manage it. We have a team of editors that work vigorously to do all of the videos that we do. We post about 400 videos per month.
Wow.
So just to clarify, that's not like one video being posted on 5 platforms. That's 5 videos. That's 400 videos that are being edited and posted across all different platforms. So, and we do post on all different platforms. We don't we have this idea that if you're going to create content for one platform, post it on all different platforms because all platforms are going to benefit you for just posting consistently, and that's kind of what we're focusing on.
Well, that makes sense too. I mean, because again, if you were going to look at a car, right? If you're going to go buy a car, you wouldn't just look at one side. You would walk around the entire car. So it's kind of doing the same thing, right? You're just looking at all different angles with all different platforms and all different ways to reach people. Mm-hmm. In essence, okay, I like that. That's nice.
Yeah, and then as our clients work with us, we look at analytics and figure out, okay, what's the best platform for our client? Because some clients, they don't have existing social media platforms. And so we have to go in and we have to start from scratch. And with your industry, we don't know who is going to connect with you best. So what we do is we post on all different platforms. We see which platform is bringing in the best traffic, the best leads, and then we double down on those. And then we look at the content that's doing the best on those and we double down on that. So the first month is like a very like shotgun way of us approaching it. But ideally, once we figure out what's happening and what's going on, we tailor that content to give you the best results.
So let me make sure I understand what you're saying. You're saying, so if somebody is out there with their business in the working class and they've never had a true social media strategy, they've never had, they don't use Facebook, they don't use LinkedIn other than looking for jobs when they find, and then they decided to start this business, that's a client you could help build out?
Yeah, we can help any client that we feel fit. So like, for instance, we have attorneys, we have trades, services, we have a book author. So we work with any kind of client that would like to get some form of presence on social media.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, something we do here on the Working Class Roundup, Jonathan, is we go to Google. It's a tech thing, right? We go to Google and we find out what are the questions that people in the working class ask about your industry or about your occupation. What is it that they're asking? And so the number one question that came up, you kind of already answered the one, but the number two is, how do you define success? I mean, it's niche, right? I'm just starting this up. How do you say it was a successful campaign or something?
So when it comes to social media, you need to keep in mind that it is a long game. You can't expect to get your first sale in the first month. That has happened. It is possible, but you need to think of it as if I do social media, this might take a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 8 months before you get your actual first lead. So what we do is we break it down into sections. So the initial part is the impressions. Impressions are how many people look at your content. So that's the first one that we look at. And then from that, we look at how many people engage with your content. And then from there, we see how many people follow you from your content. And then from following to ideally leads. Leads could be people that are commenting, interested in your business, people going to your website, filling out a form, all those things. So it depends on which stage you're at. When we do content, we use a funnel approach. We kind of break it down into about 5 different categories, but 3 different stages of the funnel. So you have the top of the funnel, which is more education and entertainment. This is where people are going to start liking your content and ideally engaging with your content. From that, we do middle of the funnel type stuff, which is who you are, what you do, testimonials of what people have said about you. And that's more of getting like people to follow you on those different platforms. And then the bottom of the funnel is provide a promo, like talk about products, say a sale and stuff like that. When it comes to the funnel, I tell my customers, do not post more than 10% of your content being bottom of the funnel. If you're posting always 100% bottom of the funnel, people are just going to ignore your content because they know that you're just going to sell them.
Interesting.
So you need to kind of like work at it. So when we approach a new client, like maybe that first month we're posting one video that talks about a promo or deal.
Okay.
But outside of that, we're working on the top of the funnel first, primarily, and then we go down to the middle of the funnel, and then maybe some in the bottom of the funnel. But again, you do not want to post more than 10% in the bottom of the funnel.
And that actually makes really good sense. And you help the clients when they bring you on. You do that, right? You help coach them on how to reply, how to post, and you're kind of like their consultant, right?
Well, we do the posting and replying and comment management and inbox management for them. So we become a turnkey service for them.
Okay.
But let's say that you were a client of ours, which ironically you are because we're doing a podcast.
Of course, right?
But say that we're promoting this podcast. The ideal person or the ideal lead for you is a person that calls your company and says, hey, we need an insurance coverage for X, Y, and Z. Okay, that's ideal. But we're starting here at the top of the funnel. This podcast is top of the funnel because we're giving people education and entertainment. So that's kind of where we are. And then as we're going on, we're learning who you are, what you do, and all that stuff. And so that's more of the middle of the funnel. So we're building out right now with this podcast more of a top of the funnel approach to everything. But I kind of sidetracked, and I do that.
It's okay. It's all right.
So if you were a client of mine that had a typical starter plan, what that would entail is we would do a onboarding process, figuring out who you are, what you do, and what do you see as success. And then we take that and we look at all your the industries, accounts in your industries, competitors, all that, and then we provide you a strategy guide of say 20 ideal posts that we want to post or at least shoot in the first month. And we go down and you could say, I don't like this one, I don't like this one. We kind of give you some lenient room. Ideally, we're posting like 12 to 13 posts per month on the starter plan. We give you 20 to kind of give like a reserve idea and also a way for you to kind of like say yay or nay to some. But in that strategy, you do have the top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel type stuff. Okay. And then we go and we shoot and we edit and we post. So
That's awesome. And I know for a fact, because I've seen it, you also employ drones, right? Or you don't employ them, but you use them, right?
Yeah. So we use drones for some of our clients. They want to have drone footage of a project or pretty much a drone of their project.
Yeah, see, that's next level. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's so cool because now you can not only show the heart of a company, but you also can show the scale and the scope of some of the projects, which in itself sells people sometimes because it's like, look at the size of that project. Mine's half that. They can definitely handle that. So that's awesome. The other thing, I just had an epiphany. All right, because you were saying this process with social media takes time. It takes time to build, and you've got to work at it. It is no different than networking. If you're networking and you're joining a meeting for a networking part, you're not going to instantly make a sale with somebody you just met at a meeting, right? You have to take time to get to know them. They get to know you. You learn what's important to them, what's the values, and then as that relationship builds, all of a sudden, then they start talking about you and doing. So it's no different. So if you're in the working class out there and you're a great networker, you can apply that same kind of skill set to the social media. You just need to make sure you got your marketing geek and green that can help guide you with the digital scape.
Yep. And on that, I want to give you an analogy that you can think about. Is I call it the kiosk problem. So you've gone to Sam's Club, I'm pretty sure.
Of course.
Or you've gone to Walmart,
I love that
one of these
place.
big box stores. But like, I'm pretty sure you've ran into either DirecTV, AT&T, T-Mobile, one of these kiosks where they're like, "Hey, let's change your service or let's get you a new phone."
Yeah, I've got my response. I have it loaded. It's my company pays for it. Oh, okay.
Exactly. But like you brush them off so quickly because like they're there to sell you, and you know they're there to sell you. That's their main motivation to be there. But what I like to ask is like, say that your friend Steve is your brother-in-law Steve.
That's right.
Is there selling T-Mobile or AT&T. What would your approach be then?
Oh, geez. Yeah, I'd have to talk to him. I love him. So, yeah, I would talk to him. Absolutely, I'd talk to him.
But why would you talk to him?
Because I know him. I love him. He's a great guy. He actually introduced me to my wife. So, yeah, of course I would.
Okay, and so that's kind of where, like, I think of people that are just, hey, let's do promo, is they're the kiosk salesman at Sam's trying to sell you something. But if you do social media in the best way, building that funnel, then people actually know who you are. They know your name. They know, they recognize you. They will come up and talk to you. And they may or may not buy from you, but that dialogue is there.
Right. The relationship is
yeah,
there.
the relationship's there that will open up a dialogue. And I'm pretty sure if you see Steve there, you'd be like, Steve, what are you doing? And then you're actually like listening to what Steve is saying, and you might switch your phone to T-Mobile if that was it.
Yeah, if he was selling, I probably would switch it to him.
Yeah, this podcast is not sponsored by T-Mobile, DirecTV, or AT&T. We're just using them for educational purposes only. Okay.
There you go. You made the disclosure. That's awesome. Hey, Jonathan, this has been great talk. We're gonna take a pause. My producer's looking at me and telling me we got to take a pause for some advertisement and talk about our partners. So we'll be right back.
Okay. Social media. Let's talk about it. With social media these days, video content is king. It's just a fact of life. If you're not posting video content on a weekly basis for your business, you're missing a huge amount of attention that could be coming to you. And attention is awareness. Awareness is trust. Trust brings clients. If you're interested in knowing a little bit on how video content can help your business, then click on the link below and we'll go from there.
Hey, Working Class Nation. Let's talk to you about workers' comp. I know. Hey, in the state of Texas, you're not required to carry workers' comp if you have 49 or fewer employees. But you really ought to think about it. Because here's the thing. What would happen if something happened to you on the job site, accident related, and you're not getting a paycheck? Would the lights stay on? That's something you need to ask yourself. What would happen if I couldn't work? If something happened where I'm down for 5 weeks, 6 weeks, would the lights stay on? Would the business keep running? Think about it. Give me a call today. Let's talk about how we can get you workers' comp for your business. I'm Cowboy Jody Collins. Happy sales, happy trade. Hey, welcome back to the Working Class Roundup. I'm Cowboy Jody, and with my guest today and producer, Jonathan.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
All right, so what kind of questions you got? No, I have another question for you. It's actually a really important one. I've done a lot of research and I've done a lot of headache searching for companies. You employ a little bit of AI in your business.
Yes, that's correct.
So for the working class, because again, not everybody in the working class leverages AI right now. It's new technology, it's budding technology. Give an overall overview of what AI is.
When it comes to AI, AI is really good at taking a large amount of data and understanding results from that. So we don't use AI in the editing process. Okay. AI is getting there, but it's not efficient. We've played around with some of the tools. Sometimes when it gets to the B-roll, it becomes really off topic. I had one where I was experimenting with, and I forgot what it said, but it said like health. The person in the video said health waivers. Oh, vital documents.
Vital documents. Okay.
So vital documents being their insurance or something like that in the video, and the AI was like, "Oh, vitals." So we're going to have someone be having their vitals taken at a doctor's office. So it's definitely not there. I'd rather have a person edit the videos.
Right.
But where AI shines is, say that we have a new client and we want to analyze how their videos are doing. We can take all of their videos that they've posted on all the different platforms and then have AI, one, analyze the captions, and then also take the videos and analyze the videos individually to kind of point out what's working and what's not working. And then that could be sent to our content strategists, and they can have a kind of a blueprint of, okay, what's working, what's not working for this client. On the flip side, if we're going to look at competitors, we can look at competitors, get their information, get the videos that they're posting, the captions that they're using, and then use AI to look at the best performing videos, pull out all of that information, and then package it up to the content strategist as well to be like, okay, this is what's working, this is what's not working. And this is a tool that we've actually developed internally. So I can't find a tool that does it. So if I'm wrong, correct me. By the way, this might be posted like 3 months from when we're recording, so it is possible that a tool,
But then it exists now.
time, yeah, it exists now, but we haven't found one that's able to do the most in-depth content. So we take that and then we were like, okay, Jody, this is the type of content that we should probably start posting because this is the best performance. So that's where most, I would say, our AI is utilized. We also use AI to analyze a video, suggest a caption, a few captions, and of course we have to go in and we have to fine tune it and then figure out when the best time is to post it. Because depending on your platform, depending on your audience, one type of video could perform better on a Friday than a Monday.
Right.
And so we want to post it on the best time.
Now that was my loaded shotgun question. I gotta admit, I did that on purpose, and the reason I did that is that in the insurance industry, AI is so new, right? Finding carriers. Once you mention to an insurance agent that you're leveraging AI, if you just say, I'm using AI, that makes it so hard for the insurance agent to find a carrier for you because carriers are nervous about AI. It's again, there's not a lot of information about how you're using it or what it does, right? Their fear is you're going to get some information from this conglomerate AI brain that's branded or trademarked, and that you're going to put it out there as your own, and then there's a lawsuit, and general liability has to pay for those, right? So what you just did is the perfect example of how you should talk to your insurance agent if you leverage AI in your business. Give a complete description of what you're using it for. That way, when we submit your accord form for the business, we can explain exactly how you leverage AI and make the underwriters feel warm and fuzzy because they're like, oh, they're just using it for analytics and they're going to use their own content. They're not creating content. They're not borrowing content from AI that is a conglomerate for everybody else's ideas and trademarked information, right? It's their own original ideas. They're just using it to data hunt for the best way to do it, the best way to post, the best things to use, what times to use. And that's what makes a big difference. So if anybody out there in the working class is adopting AI into their business, make sure you talk to your agent or talk to our team and make sure you give us a full, complete description of how you're leveraging that AI in your business. That way we can help not only find the right coverage for you because an underwriter says yes, but also protect your business. That way if something goes wrong, you get made whole when that thing goes down or if something comes wrong with it. Thanks for answering that question. That was a loaded question. Like I said, there was something in there because that's an important thing because that's one of the biggest challenges that I have right now for placing people who are in the digital field, who are working on social media. The minute they say AI, I'm like, time out. Whoa, woo, hold on there, horsey. Let's talk about this. They're going to want some details. And it's not going to be just 2 questions. It's like, I got to know what you're doing. How are you leveraging this thing? What are you doing with it, right? That along like drones, all this new technology. Again, you got to remember these contracts, they were written decades ago, right? Everybody thinks insurance, the standard auto contract, the standard home contract, the standard business contract, they were written decades ago. And the only difference between what they wrote 50 years ago and today is endorsements and exclusions. That's how this game plays. So thanks, Jonathan. I appreciate you doing that segue with me. That's cool. Awesome.
So I do want to comment.
Yeah, please.
So I've been in marketing for a bit, and most of that time has been with AI in it. I've experimented with AI for like ever since ChatGPT became huge. That was actually one of the things that I shined really well when I was up in college, was leveraging it to do certain things. And not to boast myself, but I was actually on a talking board of I was on a speaking panel talking about how AI can affect marketing. And one of the things that I've seen and people do, and this is kind of a caution that I would like to share out there,
Please.
is if you solely utilize just AI to create content for your social media, for your website, for any platform that you're posting content on, you're going to get penalized by the platform. There are companies out there, marketing companies out there, that will be like, oh, if you go with us, we will create an AI that's going to post on your Facebook images every single day. That's great because you're providing content on those platforms. But if you're posting AI slop and people aren't engaging, The platform's going to look at this and be like, okay, they're just posting slop. We're not going to
Boost it.
Boost it. It
Yeah.
actually does more harm than good.
That's an interesting point.
There's times that we have to sit down with a client and be like, okay, we saw that you did this. I understand why you did this, but because you did this, what we can do is create a new account, delete this account, and start brand new. Because
that's
once you are throttled enough on the platforms, nothing that you can do can resurrect your account. So it's better to actually start a new account. So utilizing AI to the point where you're just posting every single day of an AI image with an AI caption and like doing all that, you're hurting yourself more than anything.
Wow.
So I would say cautionary tale right there. Do not leverage AI 100%. On the SEO side, if you're using AI to write blogs for you, that could also be an issue. Now, there are ways to kind of work around it, but Google has been affecting or implementing different protocols and different techniques to identify those that are leveraging AI. And
spamming people, basically.
yeah. There's ways to do it that are safe, but you can't just 100% rely on AI to do stuff.
Wise words, Jonathan. And then Working Class Nation, this is the kind of content we want to bring to you to help you out. Jonathan, how can people engage with you, talk to you, get a hold of you? What's the best way?
So you can find me on pretty much all the different platforms: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok. I might not reply to you on TikTok, but if you DM me to let me know that you are interested. You could also go to my website. It's leafy.link, leafy.link. There's no .com, .net, .org. There's none of those. So it's just leafy.link. There you can get started, fill out a form, and just say howdy, so I know that you're from the podcast. And you actually get a special promo. So
Hey, I like that. Awesome.
Yeah.
Giving value to the working class. I love it. Hey, thank you for joining us this week. A special shout out to Jonathan. Thank you, brother, for switching seats and sitting in front of me and facing the questions. I appreciate it. This is Cowboy Jody Collins wishing you guys happy sales and happy trails.